Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to another episode of Daily Reset, where a new chapter of your life starts right here. Today, we have a very special guest, but before that, how about we go take a quick break, and we'll be right back for more. So stay in your seats, buckle up, I'll be right back. Hello, dear viewers, and we're back again after that short break. And as we said, today we have a very interesting topic, and it's about drawing and painting with our special guest right here, Yasser. So let us basically get to know him a little bit, and we'll continue today's episode. Hello, and welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
Could you give us a little bit of a rundown of who you are?
Indeed, my name is Yasser Almousawi, and I'm an artist. Let's say that I'm a Renaissance man, which means like I'm a man with multiple talents. And I started, let's say, with art in the beginning, which is I started during my childhood. And it kept on going until I decided to make it a business of mine in 2015. Wow, 10 years.
It's 10 years ago. I know.
Time flies really fast.
Very fast. 10 years, and you're still going with your basically, let's say, company, or is it like
no, it's just like let's say a freelancing.
Freelancing. Yeah. Okay. So, what draws people to actually drawing and painting? I mean, there are some people, they just fall in love with it from the first sight. Others take time. Others just find out of nowhere after they're 40, 50 years old, like, oh, I can paint.
Indeed. Look, in my own point of view, I would say that people would find their love for drawing. Let's say some would do it for the mental kind of thing, and some would like to create. I, on my own side, because I grew up watching, let's say, anime, cartoons, and artistic, let's say, paintings, and I follow up with painters. So I loved the idea of creating. So creating an art, let's say, when I was a kid, it made me like enjoy, let's say, that creating manga, creating comics. And when I grew up and decided to make it a business of mine, I chose pop art and then realism. So, and then I stopped for 2 years, let's say. For the past 2 years, I stopped, and I went back to it for the mental side.
So where do you find yourself mostly in painting? Like, what do you love to paint or draw most of the time?
Look, my style now is realism. I love to create like portraits and realistic faces, but now I'm on the verge of like transforming into another kind of style.
Okay, which is?
Well, I still don't know.
Okay.
Discovering it.
Okay.
You see, because like when I started, I didn't know like what style should I go in, and what is my own style, because I believe that every artist should find their own style, and like, let's say, in the future when they start.
All right.
And that's what every artist should do. And he should learn from different artists and get experience from this one and this one and this one and this one until finding your own style. Okay. So in my own like life, I haven't found my own yet.
Is that like a characteristics that usually painters have or artists have? Like they usually like shift. Sometimes they go with one path and then they shift to another.
Yes.
Just because their life is on a constant
change.
Constant change.
Yes, indeed. In my own life, because I went like through so many changes, and that because, as I told you, because becoming a Renaissance man like shaped me into moving from, let's say, one talent to the other, and like discovering different side of me through music, art, acting, entertainment. So I would love to experience and discover new styles.
Okay.
In all the aspects of, let's say, talents. And this affects my own style. Okay. Even when, for example, when you watch an artist or you watch a specific, let's say, show or a specific anime, your eyes get, let's say, used to seeing different styles. Even when you, let's say, go back to different generations, 70s, 80s, 90s, and even in the classical like generations, you get inspired by their work and you want to adapt it to your own.
Yeah.
So you get from every artist and then you adapt it to your own to create your own style.
Yeah, something that is anew.
Yes.
To you. Okay. So is painting something that has to do with talent, like raw talent, or that anyone can actually do it?
I believe everyone can do it. But once you put your mind to it and learn, you'd become, let's say, the biggest artist you can ever think of. It might be hard at the beginning, like you shouldn't be born with it. I don't know if I was born with it or not, but like I started painting since I was a kid. So I kept on learning and experiencing, failing a lot until I mastered it.
Okay. The difference between drawing and painting, if there's a difference.
Let's say there is. Let's say drawing is more focused on pencils, sketches, charcoal, all of these. But painting is more with the, let's say, wet pigments, oil colors, acrylics. These are the difference between, like, let's say drawing is focused on pencils, the pencil side and the charcoal side, and painting is more on the wet pigments.
Okay. So then that's where color comes in, like when you start to put colors into what you drew using pencils or charcoal. But isn't also like charcoal drawing is like that's it? That's actually a painting.
It is simple. Like if like someone wants to start with something, I'd go with like drawing, because it helps you, let's say, get out of the painting side.
Okay.
Like you don't want to start with, let's say, wet pigments at first.
Okay.
Unless you don't want, like, you just want to draw abstract style.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
This one you can do it with like painting. But drawing, you can do it. It's fine. Like you can learn the basics when it comes to drawing. And my side,
basically, which are the lines and how to actually draw a face. Curves, lines, circulars, and stuff.
And my own style, I love to draw first and then paint.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Okay. Oh yeah, true. There are some painters that actually could draw realism without actually paint realism without drawing.
Yeah.
Okay, now see, I even got it. I said paint and then draw. Okay. So for example, my daughter, she's like into painting and drawing these days. So is there basic tools that you have to start with as a starter? What would you advise for people that start?
I would say, like, practice every day.
Okay.
No matter what. Whatever you see in front of you, whatever you observe, draw it. You will start learning about, without even you knowing, you will start learning about the shading, the lights, the different sides of angles. This will help you, like, learn the details of everything around you. This is what drawing helps, like, in real life.
Okay, so what are the mistakes that beginners actually fall into when they start painting?
Giving up too fast. You see, when you draw, in the beginning, you will hate the result.
Okay.
But once you continue, this is where the magic happens.
Okay.
I remember when I started a painting, I drew it first. I disliked it. I didn't like it at all. But the moment I kept on going and going, I knew that there's going to be a magic touch that I'm going to put in it.
Is it curiosity?
You can say the excitement to finish it.
Oh, okay.
The excitement to see what your hands are able to create in art.
Okay.
And it's just a language between, like, your hand and your heart.
Yeah.
And it just happens. There's like a magic touch to it. So giving up too fast, leaving your art too fast, this is the biggest mistake you can do.
So you have to keep on going because of the sense of discovery.
Yeah.
And as you said, it is also connected to the fact that the more you keep on painting, the more you start to learn more different techniques, which is, as you said, shading, lighting, and coloring, and mixing, and all of that. So curiosity just keeps on going after.
That's right.
For a
Yes,
long time.
indeed.
All right. So how long does it take to see real improvement in your actually artwork, or actually there's no time?
Actually, it depends.
Okay.
For me, it took, let's say, years. But I didn't practice, like, let's say, every day.
So when you say years, like when you started holding the pencil for the first time, that's years.
Let's say not holding the pencil for the first time. Like when I said, like, to start it professionally.
Okay.
When I started professionally, I started with pop art. So when I started with pop art, my own focus is on black and white.
Okay. Yeah.
I only kept on painting in black and white. So I didn't know how to mix the colors. But then I kept on challenging myself more and trying to mix the colors and then trying to add the shades, the shadows, the lights. This is where everything changes. And once you learn about all these things, you can add colors to it. So when you add colors, you got more developed.
Okay.
And so it depends on how you practice.
Okay.
How you challenge yourself.
And you shouldn't stop practicing even though...
At all.
Even if you're not going to get to a professional level, but...
No problem, just paint, just draw anything.
Okay.
It doesn't mind, like, when you have to paint like a masterpiece or something. No, just sketch. This will help your hand. This will help your observation. Okay. This will help your eye see the details and the magic around you.
All right. Okay, how about we put a pin on that? We'll go take a short break and we'll be back. All right. All right, dear viewers, how about a short break and we'll be back, so don't go away and we'll be right here waiting for you. All right, dear viewers, and we're back again after that short break, and we're here with Yasser, who is basically an artist and his own way of basically portraying it. Okay, so going back to painting, drawing, if you started painting, I said right now you're painting just because of for something for a specific reason, which is mentally.
Yeah.
So how does that work? How does it actually affect the brain when you actually paint?
Let's say once you like put your hands to it and you start painting, this is where the journey starts to happen. And no matter how long or short it is, it's going to affect you somehow. It's going to calm you down. You will have the sense of achievement. You will have the sense of accomplishment. You will have the sense of getting something out of you. You're expressing something on, let's say, the canvas or the paper. And this is where painting helps you out. It calms you down. Let's say it releases whatever you're feeling, whether it's anger, happiness, joy, sadness. It's going to be expressed on the painting, no matter what it is. Even when you're trying to paint something, let's say happy, and if you're sad, it's going to show in the painting.
Okay.
See, art doesn't lie, and people can sense it.
Oh,
And they can sense your feeling in the, like, let's say the paper or the canvas that you created. So when I started doing it for the mentally, because I never started like doing it mentally before. So when I did that in the previous months, it helped me out in so many ways.
Okay. So this leads me to the next question, which is kind of connected to it. Observation versus technique. Why is observation more important than technique?
See, when you, let's say, observe nature around you, nature is your biggest teacher.
Very true.
And you can see all, let's say, the lights and the shades and the reflections. When you start applying that on a paper or on a
different
canvas,
elements that are like working in synchronization.
Indeed. And you never know, you can discover your own style in this way. Because let's say that when you get 5 painters to paint, let's say, a specific landscape, all of them, they will do it differently.
Very true.
Because all of them, they have a specific point of view. Some would do it, let's say, in a, let's say, darker kind of a field into it. Some would do it in a bright way. So it depends on the artist himself.
Okay.
And your technique here, it might change during your work. When I started, I didn't have a technique. And then once I kept on going, I started putting my technique into it and learning and, let's say, trying to translate it into a language that the viewers can understand. That's what I did. So when it comes to observation and technique is something that you would learn once you start, let's say, you will get the technique when you observe.
Okay, I got you.
That's how it's gonna happen.
All right. You touched on a point that if you put 5 different painters and they actually are painting the same landscape, each one will basically have a different interpretation. Some will do it darker or lighter. It's the same thing that happens in your brain. Like the moment you see something, you would have different ways of interpreting it.
Indeed.
You have to choose one and go with it.
That's right.
So what happens in your mind actually when you see these arts? Like, how do you know which one to choose or which way to go?
Here, when it comes to choosing the specific emotion you would go with, you actually don't choose it. Let's say that you put your mind to it, that you want to paint at this specific time, whether you're angry, whether you're happy, whether you're sad, and you have a specific time where you feel that certain emotion. And when you paint, that emotion changes. So the change, you can see it in the painting itself. Because I tried it in so many ways through all my artworks. I did it when I was angry, I did it when I was sad, I did it when I was happy. And when I look back to it, I can see this painting. I was angry when I did this. I was angry when I changed this. I was happy when I did this. So it's kind of expressive when you do it.
Okay.
So it changes while you are creating. This is the beautiful thing about art.
All right. So how does art, now that you're talking about it in a beautiful way, how does it actually, let's say, make you more centered, focused, and more patient? Because they do say that it does calm the mind at some point, but it also makes you angry. But let's go with the choices of being patient and focused. How does it actually trigger those things?
So let's take art. Okay, take art as a meditation. There's so many positive, let's say, effects when you meditate.
Yeah.
It calms you down, it makes you grounded, it makes you in the moment. You don't think about the past, you don't think about the future, but but you're living in the present. That's what art is.
Mm.
When you create, you get all of these mixed ideas in your mind, but there's something connecting you to the present time.
Mhm.
That's what art does to you. It makes you grounded. It's like meditation to you. When you do something that you love, no matter what it is, music, acting, performing, it makes the soul starts to create, not you as a human form. And when the soul starts to create, it changes who you are. It changes your mood. You get separated from the world. This is where the present happens. And once your soul goes back to you,
It comes back differently.
it comes back differently. You will feel a different way.
All right. You'll feel a bit focused, a bit
Yes.
centered. You would see life in a little bit of a different way.
Indeed, indeed.
All right. Why do artists always say learn the basics before breaking them? What is that about?
I believe Paul Cézanne said that,
Okay.
an artist. I believe, if I remember correctly, Paul Cézanne said that. Learn, or Pablo Picasso, one of both.
Mhm.
So learn the rules to break them as an artist.
Yes.
Okay. Remember when I started, I didn't know any of the rules. I just started like this.
Okay.
I don't even know the name of my paints, the name of my colors, the name of the brushes. I have no knowledge
You
about
just
it.
went with feeling and you
I
wanted to get
just
to a
knew how
point.
to create,
Okay.
but I don't know the lingo. I don't know the language. So now I'm learning all the basics again.
Mm.
I'm going back to the beginning
Okay.
to understand where I'm going.
Okay.
See, that's in every single way, not just in art. Once you know where you were before, you will know where you're going ahead.
Mm.
So learning the rules, obviously you will learn everything, and it will affect the way you paint. It will affect the way you draw. It will affect the way you create. Because you will have so many ideas, and it's not gonna bound you anymore. Because you will know that everyone breaks the rules to create something, let's say, that will be remembered for the rest of everyone's lives.
Okay. So where does emotion play a role here? And is it a big of a role or a small role?
It is a big of a role.
Mm.
For example, if you want to create something out of, let's say, out of existence, like from your mind. In my own idea, I love to look at an image and let's say, create it.
Okay.
But others, they do it without looking at the image. They just draw their emotion, and you can see it in the painting itself. This is where it makes viewers feel something.
Mhm.
That's when you see people in exhibitions. They just stand there and look at a painting because it reflects a certain emotion that they felt before. That's how they get connected to the painting itself. Even in my own side, even when I create, let's say, an image of an artist or an actor or a musician, I do that because these people affected a specific side of me. They inspired something in me. So that's my way of giving back to them. And if I felt this way, I know that other people felt that way too. And they will reflect and they will connect when they see my art.
Okay. So how does regular practice basically change the way you perceive art?
And how so?
For example, that you're practicing it in a regular way, not in a very artistic way.
Okay.
How does it? Yeah.
So I started a painting. I remember I have now a painting that I'm creating. I started it 5 years ago.
Mhm.
I still haven't done. I didn't finish it yet. Okay. And once I created it back in, let's say, 2020, and while I was creating, I learned so many techniques and so many lessons, and I entered so many workshops. When I'm painting it, I'm applying everything I learned, and I'm like, wow. So now that's the difference. When you learn something, that's the difference. When you start practicing something,
Mhm.
it makes you more professional. It makes you more better. It makes you more great, and it affects the painting itself.
All right. That's amazing. All right. How about we take another quick break and we'll be right back for more?
Indeed. No
All right,
problem.
dear viewers, don't go away. We have more to show you, so don't go away. I'll be right back. Hello, dear viewers, and we're back again, and let's continue our topic for today. So, painting. So, how can someone exercise in some way to improve their painting on a daily basis or drawing?
Observe, create sketches as much as you can, enter workshops.
Okay.
You see, you will never be as good as, let's say, in your perfection.
Okay.
There's always a way to learn more from different artists.
So when we're talking about, for example, like those who are in the college of, let's say, anime and drawing, their curriculum is very tedious, and they actually let the students draw on a daily basis, and they give them assignments like you have to do like 200, 300 pages a day.
That's right. That's right. You see, like when someone creates an anime, let's say, the creation part is the hard part, and you can find inspiration anywhere. Like, for example, one of the most famous anime, they found the inspiration by just going to a cafe.
Oh.
And the main idea came out of that cafe. Another painting is just like another anime is just by looking at landscapes, and you see that in that anime landscape stands out.
Yes.
Because the animators themselves, they go to the specific location to paint that landscape.
Usually animes, most of their inspirations are drawn from real places, buildings,
Indeed.
Landscapes, and all that.
Indeed.
Yeah. So how can beginners actually build confidence in their artistic abilities?
Find your own voice.
Okay.
Find your own personality. Find your artistic persona. It is hard to find that. It will take you years. It will take you more than 10 years, let's say. Let's say more than 5, more than 10, more than 20, to find who you are as an artist. I haven't found who am I as an artist yet.
Okay.
And I knew the road to find my own voice and find my own style and find who am I as an artist is the collective data that I have as a human being.
Okay.
And what drives you and what haunts you, let's say, and what are you pursuing. All your ideas, your ideology, your persona, this is your art. Once you know all of these keys, you will know who you are, and you will build the confidence to stand out as an artist.
All right.
So that's why learning from like different artists, it will shape who you are.
Now, talking about keys, what are the 3 key principles of every beginners that they actually have to learn?
Patience.
Okay.
This is the most important one, because you have to be really patient when you create.
It's a process.
It is. It takes a long time. It takes years. Days, years, you can name it, it's fine. And ego. Don't be too egotistical in this. You can learn from so many. Don't be like, no, I'm the perfect one. I shouldn't be learning from this one and this one. No. Learn, and this will help you out in so many ways.
Very true. It is a generational kind of art, and you do pick up where the person put down his brush, and then pick it up and just continue.
And it will add to you.
Yeah.
You will learn their mindset. You will learn how they perceive the world.
Yeah, and in different times.
And it will activate something in you. And the third one is observation. Once you start observing and sketching, your eyes will practice how to see not just the art itself, but the world itself. Because now you're looking at things in a different way. And you will be more detailed in who you are, not just in what you see.
And can you share us a moment talking about observing? Can you teach us a moment in your life where it actually taught you to see things differently or perceive them differently?
Okay, so I remember I was in a concert, and let's say seeing one of my favorite performers. And now we live in the world of technology. So you just like put your phone up and start like recording the artist in front of you to perceive that memory.
Yeah.
But I tried once to draw what's in front of me. And when I did that, I did it out of practice. And it just was a normal day in a coffee shop. But I remember I was happy at that time. So instead of taking a picture, I drew everything in front of me. The chairs, the tables, the coffee, the water in front of me, the laptop. And then when I was going back through my note, because I did it on my notebook, and when I went back to learn what I wrote, I looked at it. And I felt happy, because I knew that this memory that I drew, it's not going to be a picture like all the pictures that I took. It's something I drew.
Yeah.
So it's like a moment that I preserved history.
Yeah.
Like what they did back in the ancient times. They used to draw, let's say, on the walls or in caves.
Yeah.
That history is saved. This is kind of the same thing, but on paper. So now that moment is saved on my notebook.
Yeah, you're looking at the frame of something you drew back.
Yes.
So you're going back in your frame, like rewinding.
Indeed.
A little bit.
That's right.
There's a few contradictory kind of arts that came to my mind that I would like to ask you about and see if is this considered art?
Sure, tell me.
So I'll give you one. For example, the banana that's stuck on the wall. What is that?
I have no idea. You see, look. You would say that the banana was really a bad idea and it just blew everyone's mind.
No, it actually became a stigma at some point. But
that's the thing. People follow trends.
Mhm.
When you go to, let's say, a specific museum and you see this painting, people they follow that painting because it's a trendy painting.
Yes.
Even though it's a beautiful one, it's a masterpiece. But the trend made people go, let's say, insane about it.
Yeah.
But every single piece in the museum, what about it? Just forget about it because it wasn't mentioned as a trend?
No, of course. Yeah,
Because
that's actually the truth.
Yeah, there's like masterpieces which huge ones with so many details. Why are you not looking at that? Why are you looking at something that's just trendy?
People are looking for things that are catchy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And they want to be in that moment. They want to follow what the trend is. They want to capture that. But look at the other things around you. You shouldn't follow up with what people see as a trend.
Obviously, yeah.
Just find what you see beautiful. If, let's say, that the banana thing became a trend, okay? But I read other stuff other than the banana that made me feel like, whoa, really? I saw an art exhibition, I believe in Italy or something. And the idea of the art exhibition is just blank canvases hanging on the wall. Blank.
Not even painted.
Not even
colors.
painted. What is
White.
the idea? Yeah, what is the idea behind it? It's just like you go there and you imagine what the painting should look like on the black
project
canvas.
your image inside of that.
Yeah,
without
actually,
other people seeing what you project.
Yeah, actually, I don't see that professional at all.
Okay.
Just say that you're not an artist. That's it. Because anyone could have thought of it.
Does that have to do with contemporary art that is being understood wrongly?
Maybe because contemporary art is being, let's say, misunderstood a lot.
Okay.
And not just because you came up with something that other people didn't think of that makes you, let's say, an artist. Because there is an artist in Italy as well that did something similar to that.
Yeah. So people are just taking the word contemporary too obvious. They're translating it very...
They're taking it too wrong because there was an artist who just did this, let's say, and he was like, see, this is my artwork. It's invisible, it's an artwork.
Okay.
And it was sold by $250K.
Okay.
See?
Any advices for those dear viewers about drawing and painting?
If you love art and if you are passionate about it, never give up. No matter what, you'll be better every single day. Just practice, just keep on going, and no matter what, don't listen to what the people say.
And not to forget the 3 principles.
Indeed.
Which are?
Patience, observe, leave the ego aside.
Leave the ego aside. Thank you so much for your time,
You're most
Yasser,
welcome.
and we hope to see you soon in
It's
another
a pleasure.
episode. All right, dear viewers, we've reached the end of today's episode right here at Daily Reset, where a new chapter of your life starts right here. Till next time, see you.